Example 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a combination of what we did yesterday and today. And that is, I'm going to take this function right here, this parabola that's not in standard form, and I'm going to complete the square to put it into standard form, and then I'm going to graph it. So let's go and do that. So the difference here than what we've done before is I'm going to put x's on one side and then everything else, including the y's, on the other side. And the reason I'm choosing x's is because this is x squared. So really, whichever variable is squared, that's the variable letter that's going to be on the left-hand side, and the other one's going to be on the right-hand side. So if it had been y squared, then it'd be y squareds on the left. So let's go and do that. So x squared minus 4x equals 4y minus 12. Next, I'm going to complete the square for the x term. I can't complete it for the y term, or I can only complete it for the x term. So negative 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Adding 4 to both sides. Next, we turn that left-hand side into some binomial squared, which equals 4y minus 8. So we get x minus 2. Now, based on our standard form, notice this is still not in standard form yet. That right-hand side is supposed to be just y minus k, not 4y minus k. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out a 4 out of both terms, because again, I want the number in front of y to actually just be 1. And then I'm going to divide or you can say multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 4. Okay. Now, at this point, we have a parabola in standard form. The only things that we need to do in order to finish this up is we need to figure out where is the vertex, which we should know, and where is the focus. So in order to find, I'm going to start with let's start with the vertex, because the vertex is nice and easy. The vertex, sorry, V-E-R-T-E-X, just kind of forgot how to spell that for whatever bizarre reason. So our vertex is going to be at 2, 2. Now the focus, in order to find the focus, I want to remind you, our formula, if you look at our formula, so our formula for any of these is of this form. It's going to be 1 over 4p, in this case specifically x minus h quantity squared equals y minus k. In other words, the denominator is supposed to be 4p. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set 4p equal to the denominator of this fraction. So I'm going to set it equal to 4, which means p has to equal 1. So now let's go and plot what we have so far. So we have a vertex at 2, 2. We have the focus, which is a directed distance of positive 1. Now remember, this is x squared. X squared means it's going to be opening up. So now you have to look at the equation and determine if it's opening up or down. You don't have a graph in order to do this with. So it's x squared. So since it's x squared, it's opening up or down. Because p is positive, it's opening up. So my focus is here. The directrix is on the other side of the vertex, an equal distance. Okay? So from here, I'm just going to make a quick table. So let's see, we got x, y, and I'm going to, again, don't forget, I'm going to be using that number 1/4 y. So using my normal numbers, negative 4, 0, 4, I get 16, 0, 16. for my parent function, which is 4, 0, 4. So plotting those points, again, as we did in the example 2, I'm going to make a coordinate grid going through my vertex so that it's easier for me to graph. So I'm plotting the point 0, 0, which I'd already plotted. I'm going to plot the point negative 4, 4. And positive 4, 4. So the graph looks like this. Okay. Let's go and do the next one. So what I want you to do at this point is I want you to put this into standard form by completing the square. Now, remember, look at which variable is squared. Is it x squared or y squared? Remember, if it's x squared, we're going to be putting into a vertical format. If it's y squared, we're going to be putting it into a horizontal format. So stop the video and complete the square and put in standard form. Okay, so this function is of the form y squared. So because it's in y squared, it's going to be horizontal. So I'm going to put my y's on one side, and I'm going to put my x's on the other. Okay, completing the square. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So this becomes y plus 4 squared equals negative 2x minus 2. So y plus 4 squared. Remember, the number in front of x has to be positive 1, so I'm going to factor out a negative 2 out of both of those terms. And then I'm going to multiply by negative 1/2. So that is our standard form. At this point, go and graph your function. So in order to graph this, I need to know what my vertex is and I need to know what my focus is. So my vertex, be careful. Remember, our vertex is HK. This is H, this is K. So negative 1, negative 4. That's our vertex. So let's go and plot that. So negative 1, negative 4. I think I'm going to be okay. I was a little bit worried that's going to run off. Let's see. Negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 1, 4. Okay. Now our focus, remember the way we do that, is I take 4p and I set it equal to this. Now in this case, I'm actually setting equal to negative 2, okay, because that fraction is negative. So I'm actually setting it equal to negative 2, so I get p equals negative 1/2. So let's see, we said this was horizontal, so this is moving, my focus is going to be to the left, negative 1/2. So right there, which means our directrix is on the opposite side of the vertex. I am having trouble writing. There we are. Okay, we've got our stuff, so it's time to graph our function. So I'm going to make a coordinate grid going through my vertex. And I'm going to make my table. Again, being careful, it's horizontal, so I have to use y values. So let's see. I'm going to use, in this case, I'm a little concerned about where it is. I'm going to try using a little bit smaller number, so I'm going to use negative 2, 0, 2. So my points, again, are, I have my 0, 0 point, my vertex. Then I have the point negative 2, negative 2. and -2. Oh, let's see. I did -2, 2, and -2, -2. Sorry, I kind of read that backwards, but I did do it correctly. So the graph is going to look something like that. Okay? Last two examples. So what I want you to do at this point is I want you to go through and try this one completely on your own. Okay, so let's see what we got here. This is y squared, so this is going to be horizontal. So I get y squared minus 4y equals 12x minus 64. Let's complete the square. So -4 divided by 2 is 4. 4 squared is 4. Add 4 to both sides. Next, turn this into some binomial squared. That equals 12x minus 60. What is that? That is y minus 2 quantity squared. Okay, so again, the number in front of x has to be 1, so I'm going to factor out a 12 out of both of them, and then divide by 12. Okay, so vertex. Again, this is horizontal, so I just want to kind of keep that in my mind. So the vertex looks like it is 5, 2. So let's go start plotting a few points here. So 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Okay, the focus, remember I'm going to take 4p and set it equal to positive 12 because that fraction is positive. So in this case, p equals 3. And this is horizontal, so it's going to be 3 to the right. So 1, 2, 3. So there is my focus, which means my directrix is on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3. So my directrix is right there. So making a coordinate grid going through there, I get that. Okay, time to make a table. And since it is horizontal, it's going to go y, x, and 1/12 x. And I'm going to use my normal numbers, -4, 0, 4. So 16, 0, 16, which is 4/3, 0, 4/3. So the graph is going to look like, so 4/3, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So the graph is going to look like this. Okay. Last one. Whew. I am tired, but good. Let's go for it. Last one. See what you can do. Okay, so for this one, the x is being squared, so this is going to be vertical. So we get x squared plus 8x equals 16y plus 48. Completing the square, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So I'm going to add 16 to both sides. So this leaves me with x plus 4 quantity squared equals 16y plus 64. Cleaning this up, I'm going to pull a 16 out of both those terms, which leaves me with y plus 4. Dividing both sides by 16, I get 1/16 x plus 4 quantity squared equals y plus 4. Vertex is located at -4, -4. That's a terrible comma. Let's clean that comma up. And the focus, I'm going to set for p equal to +16. So p equals 4. Graphing what I have so far. So I have a vertex at -4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this is vertical, and P is positive, so my focus is going to be 4 units up. So right here, my directrix is going to be 4 units down from the vertex, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here. Okay. Next, we, as always, make a coordinate grid going through the vertex so that the vertex is the origin. And we make a table. And again, this is vertical, so this table hopefully is a little bit easier for us. So x, y, and 1/16 y. So let's see here. I'm going to choose my normal numbers, -4, 0, 4. So 16, 0, 16, 1, 0, 1. So let's see what I got here. I've got the points 0, 0, which is right here, -4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, +1, and what was the other one? 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, +1. So the graph looks like this. Okay. If you got through all 3 of these, congratulations, you did a great job. I know that listening to me is probably not your favorite thing on a video, but good job, and I hope that helped you out.